Hey guys, and welcome to the video about how to properly read a fingering chart for the flute. The reason why I decided to make this video so that in case you as a student are in between flute lessons and let's say you're in band or orchestra and there's a note that you might have not played as many times and therefore you forgot the fingering, you're able to easily read the finger charts when you go on to Google and literally Google flute fingering chart. So usually when you look at fingering charts, they kind of look something like this. So I know, yes, I drew this. I know this isn't the most beautiful drawing, but this will kind of give you a heads up on how it looks like. So if you are a student of mine, this looks slightly familiar. So if you go through kind of what keys we have here, we have our B flat key, our B key, we have our A flat key, E flat key, C sharp, and C key. So whenever you see keys not filled in, that means that's a key that you are not to press. If it's filled in, that means it's a key that you would use in the fingering. So just as an example, I wrote out one just so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So just for example, here we have B. So we have the low and middle register, and then we have the high register. So just looking at the B chart, we're going to cover that for right now. You see that you have 1, 2, 3 keys that are filled in. So that is the first finger, so this little guy right here, your first finger on your left hand, your thumb on your B key, and your pinky on your right hand are going to be down. The rest of your fingers are going to be up. Sometimes you will see the A flat key written like this, where it's just a line if you're not using it. And if you are going to use your A flat key, you'll see it like this but filled in. Now let's say for example you are using a trill key to finger a note. Now let's say if we go to the high B for example, we still have our first finger down, our thumb down, and now we're going to add on our ring finger on our left hand, and on our right hand we see that our pinky is still there, but now we are using a trill key. And so you'll have your ring finger on the trill keys that's closest to your tail. So a lot of times too with fingering charts, when you're not using the trill key, they most likely won't include it in the fingering chart, just so that it's not as confusing to read the fingering chart. So just keep in mind, everybody has a little bit different way of writing out of the fingering chart. I just write mine the way it is so that it's not so confusing. That is pretty much how you read a fingering chart. They're pretty straightforward. Like I said before, if you need a trill key to finger a specific note, usually you won't see the trill keys pop up until you need to put it down. And the fingering chart should do its job and tell you which one. As a side note, when they write out the fingering charts, usually they don't put in that key that you skip on the body of your flute. That's pretty much all I have about fingering charts. Like I say in all my videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to drop a comment down below or email me at the email address that's in the description below. So I will see you guys in the next video. So have a great day and see you then. Bye.